What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy AyeThatsAaron, and we are back again with another Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash video. And today we're going to be talking about Teen Satoru Gojo, or how he's going to be called in the game, Student Satoru Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. Basically, this video we're going to talk about his moveset, his abilities overall, and basically his gimmick. You know what I'm saying? We did the same thing with Toji just the other day, and you guys absolutely killed that video, and I appreciate you guys for that. I love you guys so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about my boy Gojo today, so I hope you guys enjoy this video for real. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, please just let your boy Aaron know. Without further ado, let's get in the video, shall we? So, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, in the live stream that happened over the weekend, we were able to see a first look of these characters, how they play and their movesets and so on and so forth. And like I said in the intro, we were able to do a breakdown of my boy Toji Suguru. And so now we're going to look at Student Satoru Gojo just to see how my boy is going to play. So first, we're going to look at what his intro is going to be. So it looks like his intro is going to be him just basically tapping his little glasses, and he points his fingers at the camera, basically looking a little saucy. You know what I'm saying? I'm really digging that a lot. I think that's pretty cool. And then it leads into some combo work, you know what I'm saying? Basically just showing, you know, how his fighting style is going to look. Now, with this version of Gojo here, he is going to play differently from the Gojo that we have in the game, because this is a younger version of Gojo where his abilities aren't as refined, and so it looks like he's going to be more of like a, I want to say more of a hands-on kind of character than how he plays currently in the game. The first thing about Gojo that I want to talk about is his blue technique. Now, if you guys played Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash already, the Gojo that we have, the adult Gojo, has his blue technique in the game. Currently in the game, he's able to do it like in a short range projectile kind of way, where if you hold the curse technique button, you're able to move it around to see where you want to drop it at, and basically like it just kind of sucks the person in like a mini black hole. It's pretty good. I see a lot of people use that, especially for damage control, and it's a pretty good move. In this game, correction, with this version of Gojo, his blue technique works more as like how I have described it before, like the universal pull that Pain has in Naruto Storm, in the Naruto Storm series, right? So for example, you see him doing some combos on Geto, and for example, he pulls Geto in with the blue technique, does some combos, pull him back in again, and that just seems to be his gimmick. So basically, he's able to use this as a combo extender, which is pretty sick, and I like that a lot. So it allows you to be able to get some 1-2s in, pull them in, 1-2s in, pull them in. Now, I'm very interested to see what that's going to look like with a teammate, because honestly, with the right teammate, that is going to be a deadly mechanic. And the reason why I say it's going to be a deadly mechanic is because it has a second function as well. On top of being able to pull in your opponents, it looks like Gojo has the ability to short range teleport himself to said opponent as well. We see it in the gameplay where he's going against Geto, and he teleports himself to Geto at least more than once, right? Where basically he has the blue technique charge, and then he just teleports the boy to basically follow up with a little combo. Now, I'm trying to figure out if that's just going to be like an additional input for the unstable blue technique, or if that's going to be a whole different technique as a whole. Either way, it looks pretty sick. So the fact that you're able to teleport and pull people in with it for combos is a pretty hard thing, not going to lie to you. But the thing about it that I have noticed about this Gojo is the way his hands are positioned when he uses the blue technique. For example, when he pulls in Geto, he puts his hand out to the side, and then you see him pull him in with the blue technique. But for some reason, whenever you see Gojo use the blue technique to teleport, you see him, he positions himself in a specific way, and then he teleports, and it looks like he does what I like to call the meteor combination. Basically for characters like Gojo, for example, for characters like Itadori and Megumi, and I like to say Toto, if you use one of their other curse technique buttons, it basically turns into this little combo string where it finishes off with a nice punch and knocks him away. And that's what it kind of looks like. And I'm kind of curious on if that is, you know, a part of that meteor combination, or if it's just a whole different thing and that character is adding in that meteor combination to go with it. Either or, a lot of combo potential. I like it a lot though. And then the next thing we're going to be talking about is going to be his other blue technique, where basically he summons the orb, and it looks like a blue version of the hollow purple circling around Gojo in the map. Now, my thing about that is I do not think that is his ultimate. For example, if you play as adult Gojo in Curse Clash currently, he has the hollow purple technique, and his ultimate is obviously his domain expansion. Now, I think that blue technique is going to basically be the his version of the hollow purple, basically, where it can count as an ultimate, but it's not really his ultimate. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I think that's what it's gonna be. I think that's just his version of the hollow purple that he has whenever he's a kid. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you're able to like summon that thing and it spins around the map is absolutely crazy. Now, I think it's going to be difficult for someone to time it, but truly, I feel like put in the right hands, people are going to be able to know how to use it. Using that ultimate with a Boogie Woogie would be insane, but also, if it does have like a vortex kind of effect where it pulls the opponent in, that would also be insane. And my next question is, does it keep them in there the whole time? Because you don't really see Geto in there the whole time in the clip of him using that ability. You don't really see that. So hopefully, I don't know. I mean, I kind of want them to be in there the whole time. I think that'd be sick. But at the same time, I don't think they'll be in there the whole time. So, you know, it is what it is. But honestly, that blue technique is insane. I do like it a lot, though. And I wonder how much energy that's going to cost. Because you see him do it again on Geto in the bigger field map for you to be able to see how large that attack is going to be. Next, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like my boy Gojo has his infinity technique like he does whenever he's an adult. Basically, for those who do not know, Gojo has his infinity technique. So basically, whenever his curse meter hits a specific level and you hold the guard button, it starts charging the affinity meter, which then gives you these like basically moments of invulnerability, right? For example, if you charge it up to 6 bars, you can tank 6 attacks before it starts doing damage. So it looks like that's what young Gojo has here too, which is pretty cool because, you know what I'm saying, at least we got that going on for him. Because you see Geto attack him exactly, I want to say probably 4 to 5 times, and you still see the affinity still being on him. So yeah, so it's pretty cool that they still have that going on for him, so I'm happy for him about that one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the main thing that a lot of people are excited for, and it's going to be his awakening technique, or I guess his revival technique. If you guys did not know, this version of Gojo, whenever he goes down, he revives himself up, just like how Panda does in this game. And whenever he revives himself, he basically gets a status boost, right? We're not 100% sure on what the status boost is going to be, but it allegedly gives him a status boost, and it will basically allow him to do more damage in the whole 9 yards. So I'm not 100% on how it's going to work, but we do at least get to see it in his little gameplay trailer, or correction, his gameplay. We're able to see that, and it's kind of interesting, you know what I'm saying? And I wonder, I feel like it's just going to happen probably once per life. I'm not 100% sure. I never really played with Panda in this game, so for my Panda mains, please explain to me how it's going to work, because I'm genuinely curious. Now, you guys are probably curious on if he is going to have his red technique, and to answer your question, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like he's going to get his red technique once he awakens, because that's basically how it happens in the anime, because we don't really see him use red like that until he fights Toji. So hopefully he'll be able to have a red technique that we'll be able to use only in that specific form, but I highly doubt that we might get that. I don't know. It's really up in the air, truly. It's really up in the air. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys are probably curious about what his ultimate attack is going to be. And if you want my honest opinion, I think what's going to end up happening is once Gojo uses his basically his revival technique, I think he'll be able to use his ultimate, and his ultimate will be the same hollow purple that he used on Toji in the anime. For example, when it comes to Yuta Akotsu in this game, Yuta has a meter that gets filled up whenever he takes damage, or whenever his ally takes damage or dies as well. And whenever the meter is completely filled up, that is when Rika appears. Now, before Rika appears, Yuta does not have an ultimate attack. He can't use no ultimate. That's just the truth of it. But once Rika is there, he is able to use his ultimate, and when he uses his ultimate, it is a one-shot. So I feel like it's going to be the same effect right there. I feel like once Gojo dies and is revived, that will allow him to use his hollow purple. And honestly, I would not be surprised if that was a one-shot as well, because honestly, yo, it makes sense. It would truly be cracked, and I'm kind of excited to see that, because the fact that he has to wait to be revived to use an ultimate would be kind of insane. You know what I'm saying? Like in a good way. In a good way. I'm not saying in a bad way, but in a good way. So that is going to be pretty cool if that is implemented. And we already have the HD screenshots of what his hollow purple somewhat looks like. We just don't know if that's a story mode exclusive or if that's just how it is. You see what I'm saying? And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have some alternate costumes for my boy Gojo. We have one of Gojo and Geto in some suits and ties, which looks pretty cool, somewhat like a Men in Black kind of style. And then we have them in their beach wear that you see them rock in season 2 of the anime, whenever they're on the beach with oh girl, I cannot remember her name to save my life. But yeah, so they do have some alternate costumes, which is pretty neat. And it looks like they have their own custom intro, and it looks like they have their own joint attack, which is obvious. So I'm very excited to see how that is going to play out in the game. That jump attack is going to probably go crazy. I think it's going to go crazy, and I'm very excited to see that jump play out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is all that we have for my boy Teen Satoru Gojo, or Student Satoru Gojo, whatever you guys want to call him. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video for real. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys enjoyed this beautiful content, please just let your boy Aaron know. Until next time, peace out.